bloody mount gets me every single time. When I try and do it that way, it snaps back and catches me around the bloody thumb. We are in a biking stomping ground in my area. You've seen me at the top of the hill over there, Dunstable Downs. You've got Whipsnade Zoo over there, you've got the Whipsnade line on the side of the hill. That could do with a bit of re-chalking, I think. Losing a bit of colour there, aren't you, sir? Oh, bugger that. So, all things considered, I've tried to avoid talking about this because I don't particularly think it's a nice subject, and you can probably guess where I'm going to go with it. But I'm going to keep it positive, aren't I? Yes, I am. Hello. Good sir. Tilt of the head there, beautiful. Love it. I was on my way up this road earlier on, and there was a lovely Harley Davidson coming up behind me. And you know, it floated around a little bit. And then there was a nice Suzuki Gixxer came up behind him. And then there's a KTM. So all of a sudden we had 4 people in a nice little convoy. Probably none of us knew each other, but we're all going in the same sort of direction. They all buggered off because they wanted to get somewhere, and I thought, nah, I'm going to take my time. There was an opportunity to overtake someone, to catch up with them, but cautious minds prevailed, and if I would have done that overtake, then I probably would have ended up getting in someone else's way on the opposite lane. So yeah, take your time with it. So where do we go from here? I can't remember. Let's just go straight ahead, because this is such a lovely area. It doesn't matter where you go. It really doesn't. You go up there and you get a nice view of the whole landscape going over that way. I'll do that at some point later. But today I'm going to go straight ahead. I'm going to go get some nice flat roads, a lot of twisty turnies as well, as far as I can remember, if this is the correct road. Now, going back to my possible overtake, which I didn't do because it was dangerous, and I'm totally glad that I didn't do it. All things considered, we are going through an epidemic at the moment, and this is unlike something that we've seen for a very, very long time. So we all need to do our bit to come together and help out. Now, for myself, content creators, I really hope YouTube and Google appreciates this gap in content which is now going to open up, because they've seemed awfully focused on getting high value celebrities and such to do all kinds of stupid shows and such. Well farmed. Good job. And you know, to flood their platform with just meaningless content. And I call it meaningless because although a lot of it does entertain people, I dare say entertain, it just doesn't, it's not from the heart, I want to say, for the most part. It's all, how can we make money off it, how can we do this, it's just like spread a message and such. If you're going to spread a message, do it the right way. So whereas all these things require production and all that kind of stuff, little creators like me are out here just riding a bike because that's what we do, and for the most part people tend to like this, so good on you. Now, here's my first point. YouTubers like myself, you can rely on us. That's the thing here. Not all of us are going to be able to put out content. Some of us are going to be affected more than others, feeling unwell and all that kind of stuff, and you know, we have to appreciate if we need a bit of time off, then we need a bit of time off. Myself, I've got a ton of footage to edit at some point or the other, as long as my hard drive doesn't screw up. But hold up. Yeah, we can provide a lot of content for you. So if you are holed up in your house and times are tough and you're struggling and whatnot, then you know, depend on us a little bit. We are here to help. We are here to provide. At least I am. I hope a lot of others are out there as well, and they're in the same sort of position that I am, and they can get their words out. Common theme with me. Learn to talk first. But no, it's all method in the madness, isn't it? So whereas I can be out healthy and riding a motorcycle, I know a lot of people out there can't at the moment, either by personal health issues or because of what's going on now. So you've obviously got food and stuff to worry about, so concentrate on that first. Meanwhile, I'm just going to be over here doing my own little thing, looking after myself, and if I can, helping you guys out just by just staying positive, really. That's all I can do. And if that helps, then fantastic. You know me, I like to help where I can, as I can, and all that. So I believe we can keep going straight on, yes, and that will take us to more lovely roads. I don't want this to go away, of course not. I'm going to make the most of it. I've got a project to do at home. Don't want to do that now because it's sunny outside. But my point is, if you're going to be riding around, please, words again, please realise that the NHS is under a amount of strain which is catastrophic for the entire infrastructure, let me say that. There are measures put in place and so on and so forth, but there's only so much they can do, we can do, and the only thing that we can do really as motorcyclists is to chip in, is to not drive like an idiot. Then we reduce the risk significantly of us getting involved in an accident, a crash. You don't have to go to hospital, nice biking coming, and the NHS don't have to fix you while also dealing with an outbreak. Ooh, lovely bike, lovely bike. Also, if you're in the area, this little whatever it is it a Wyver? Whatever that sign said, you know, that is a lovely place to stop for a cup of tea. And that sounds so British, but it is. It simply is. I've stopped there, I would admit, only once before, but I plan to do it again because they're not open at the moment, are they? But it's so nice to go to somewhere just really out of the way, down these little back roads and such in the countryside, and just stop somewhere, have a cup of tea. Why not? Why not? Enjoy yourself. Now we can all say fingers crossed in a few months all this blows over, we can come out of our houses again, scratch our eyes at how bright the sun is because we don't remember it being that way, and get on with our lives. But until then we must endure. For those of us that can keep creating content for you, we will do. For those of you in dire need of supplies and such, there are people around. For example, one of my friends lives in Luton, rides a little bike, and he's said to all of his Facebook friends, if you're in need of supplies, pop me a direct message. I'll go to the shop, I'll get you something, so long as it's available. Ooh, very nice. So I just got completely distracted by how beautiful that was. Oh, wow. And again, you know, don't ride like an idiot like I just did. But there's so much goodwill going on at the moment. It's honestly humbling to see. Now, me, this doesn't take any vast amount of effort from me. This is just me doing what I do. But I can put my foot down and say, no, this is, to me this is important because I know it's going to help some people. Even if it's only 500 people that watch it and only 200 have actually come away thinking, yeah, stay positive, then, you know, I've still done my bit. And that's all that really, isn't it? So I really wish the circumstances could be more pleasant. And as I've said, I didn't really want to make a video on this whole subject, but this road is bumpy as all hell. So I'll get off this and I'll finish what I'm bloody saying. Ugh. This is terrible. Like, I can see the lines as well from where it's cracked up and been filled in. It's just like thump, 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 constant bumps. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, I hope yourselves have a lovely weekend and all that. I'm going to find out where the bloody hell I am. And as always, ta for now. Wherever I am, it's rather pretty.